All right, here we are. We're with Andrew from Harse Autocraft, and we're talking about this amazing car behind us, 1965 Daytona Cobra. Let's talk about a couple of things that I observed within the car.
Okay.
First thing is the amount of carbon fiber that I saw in the front of the engine bay. Talk about, are you fabricating that? How are you getting all those parts
so
in?
we fabricated that raw out of metal first, and then body worked it, and then it's quite heavy.
Okay.
And wanted to mass produce it, so we just molded what we made.
Wow.
And
Wow.
carbon fiber version.
Okay.
And that's why in front of the car, on the ground, now that it was molded, you can make multiple pieces of it. So there's There's 2 or 3. This carbon. There's another one that has a bigger weave. And there's one that was airbrushed with the history of the Daytona Coupe as well.
Oh, amazing.
Kind of an art display that's not on the car, kind of a side piece that is
right. So Andrew, we're looking at this car, and I'm trying to figure out, where did you start? How does this car even start to be created?
Well, it starts as a factory 5 kit car. The basic idea, if you wanted, there's only 6 originals of these.
Okay.
If you want to do a replica, you would buy it factory 5.
Okay.
Pretty
and
basic.
what comes in that kit?
The whole chassis, suspension.
Okay.
Then the fiberglass.
Aluminum chassis?
No, steel tube.
Steel tube. Okay. All right. And then you fabricated the seats.
Yeah, so they don't come with, they're very basic interiors. Okay. Like a flat aluminum panel, and you just go hole and put a gauge. So they're meant to be track cars.
Okay.
The client wanted it, Daytona Coupe, like if Ford were to build one like a production car, he wanted the luxuries and comforts, not just a track car.
Right. I like that. Yeah.
It's quite challenging because they're so basic.
Yes.
Make this thing actually have, weather tight seals on.
Yeah.
They're all the electronics, right?
Yeah.
So there's backup camera, so it's like when.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go around and look at some of that because I didn't catch that. Okay.
In the car to drive on the road, so figuring out a mirror that works properly that you can actually see.
Yes.
The lane beside you.
Right.
So all those things had to come into play.
Okay.
When you go from a track car to making it an actual road.
So since we're on the topic of electronics, do you have any screens or anything in the car?
The rear view mirror is the screen, and it's a pretty tight cockpit.
Okay, yeah.
So that screen is like kind of right at your head, and you can see behind you like.
Wicked. Awesome. Okay. So then you did all the electronics for it, or it came factory 5?
No, that's all added.
That's all added. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I noticed Roush engine. Talk about a little bit of the engine for me.
It's Ford Coyote 5-liter crate engine.
Okay.
Supercharger.
Okay.
Nothing really fancy. It's kind of out of the box.
Yeah.
Good power.
What's it making?
Tune it. I think out of the box is 500, but you can tune it to like 7 if you.
Yeah, 750, something like that. Something crazy. Yeah.
So that hasn't been done yet.
Okay.
It's just been finished. Okay. And they drove it here. Like it did. It starts and runs and drives, but all that figuring out hasn't been done yet.
Yeah.
And they're not like a really nice looking engine. It's a modern crate engine, so that's why the cover. There's a ton of wires and.
You made it look really good.
So like
you made it look absolutely amazing.
Line it and cover it up, but have the supercharger poking out.
Yeah, that's what I really like.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I want to talk really briefly about suspension.
It's what comes in the kit, factory 5.
Which is what?
It's just independent.
Independent suspension all the way around. Yeah. Okay, exhaust system.
Different coilovers to have like dampening, active dampening.
You added those.
A company that we work with.
Okay.
To them for a while, they added dampening.
What's the company that does that?
They call it RPM Classics. They're
Canadian?
Yeah, Mississauga here.
Ooh. Okay, so that brings me to the other topic of discussion, where how do you find talent in Canada right now to work on such a production car?
There's actually a lot of people.
There is.
Even right in Ontario.
Okay.
They all kind of like, I don't know, hide out, but they all come out of the woodworks. So even us being here, people are like, what? This is happening in Burlington? And it's kind of cool that these shows bring that out.
I'm really happy to see this because, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like Canadian culture to begin with sort of doesn't take the arts seriously. Whether you're in high school and you're just looking at music, art, whatever it is, fashion, whatever it is, it's not taken that seriously. And then I feel like it transforms from there into the other institutions in our country, whereby, we're not seeing fabrication like this for Canadians. We're not seeing this as a possible career for someone to go into. So do you have any thoughts on how we might make this a little bit more available in the education system so that people say, okay, you know what, I might have an opportunity to get out and do something like this?
Yeah. Well, they tried. Like yesterday, the show was all high schools. They brought in.
Okay, good.
Kids, okay. Show them this world.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know how you do that, but here's the thing: like the trades have been dying, but
Yes.
I think everything always kind of swings one way.
Hopefully the pendulum. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's starting to sway this back naturally.
Good.
Kids are going to start going.
Yes.
You could make good money in a trade.
Well, that's it. That's it. That's it. And more than just the money in the trade, we want to get up every day and love what we're doing, which
That's
I'm
why
sure.
my own.
That's right. I know it's hard work. I know it can be stressed out. And sometimes we think about taking our hobby to the next level and it ruins our hobby. Where you definitely have taken your, let's say it probably started as a hobby when you were younger and now you've taken it and made it an actual profession.
Yeah.
That, yes, it's hard to do. But when you get up in the morning, man, I'm pretty sure
It's
you're
still work and it has its stresses.
Yeah, well, it always does.
Yeah.
It always does. Just like, when I'm doing this, the editing part sometimes gets me down.
Right. Yeah.
But when the product's done and we know what the end result's gonna be, it's absolutely worth it.
That's exactly it. It's like, and so like this weekend being here, like this is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. This is the celebration of all the hard work that you went. So Andrew, thank you again.
Hey.
Awesome. We're gonna be speaking to Andrew a lot more. We've got another alpha on the other side there that we're gonna get to in a little while. All right, take it easy. Bye.